So far this year, we've spent a month in Cape Town. A month in Istanbul. And now we're in
Hey girl, how are ya?
And we're gonna be here for a whole month, which means we get to savor it.
Pair this with your mom's figgy pudding.
Nathan.
I might have made it a little bit too strong.
We have a spot where they used to do live hangings.
And this is a special one for me because I'm technically 5% Scottish. Okay? I got a little bit of that orange in the beard. And over the next few weeks, we hope to experience a lot of Edinburgh, from the new town to the old town to the underground.
What the heck, dude? This is wild.
Leith, and hopefully make a few trips as well to the Highlands.
Coming up on the coos, dude, the hairy coos.
All I do out here is just eat grass, just say hi to the tourists who just feed me just fresh veggies all day long, bro. It's lit.
Edinburgh is not a very big city, so you can pretty much get anywhere on foot. Let's get into it, shall we? All right, quick audio and mic check.
Little Lizzie licked her lips, totally listlessly.
I think that sounds all right.
Our first impressions of Edinburgh were straight up magical. The medieval architecture, the charming shop storefronts, history oozes from everywhere you look. We got our first glimpse of the Gothic rocket, stopped for a damn good cup of coffee, and made our way to join the tourists of the Royal Mile. Whiskey shops, bagpipe players, street performers, drunks, and wouldn't you know, I found a little creature friend. Hedwig, is that you?
She's 8 years old, lived to about 45, 50 years. You just bring her a bit closer and do a cheek to cheek.
Oh, really?
There are many owl species, and one of the most dangerous is the great horned owl, and they're known for attacking hikers.
Let's rewind things a wee bit.
Getting from the airport to downtown Edinburgh is literally the easiest thing. As soon as you grab your luggage and step out of the airport, you'll see the Edinburgh sign. From there, you just need to walk 50 yards to buy your tram ticket and get on the tram.
Edinburgh's fairly small, so you get everywhere by walking.
Okay, that's good. That's really good to hear.
The trams literally depart every 10 minutes. Just be ready to be squished if your arrival coincides with a local rugby game.
Rugby game just finished, so it's going to be absolutely madness in here.
I'm putting you in very good hands. This man is the best. Just do exactly as he says.
That dude's like, another photo with me. Come on, you better be dropping him some change for that selfie. Beautiful day, very busy out.
Into the church now, heading into the National Museum of Scotland.
What stands out most in Edinburgh is just how architecturally beautiful this city is. And for us, it really didn't feel that big or difficult to explore. Because it's so compact, you can pretty much get around everywhere on foot, especially in the two main areas that you'll be exploring. The first and most popular being the Old Town, where you'll find its main drag.
The Royal Mile is actually 1 mile and 107 yards long.
Wow.
So it's not exactly a mile. So, you got to train extra hard for those extra 107 yards.
It's home to Edinburgh Castle, St. Giles Cathedral, and many narrow closes. A close is the Scots term for an alleyway. Back in the day, a close would typically be private property, where it used to be gated and closed to the public. They're just so charming. You'll also find popular spots like Grass Market, colorful streets like Victoria and Cockburn,
she want me part of my plan, she gon' dance for it. She want me coming to France, she better cash for it.
And the second area, the New Town, is where you'll find its main street, called Princess Street. There's loads of shops, cafes, restaurants, and local markets. There's a beautiful street called Circus Lane that you must see. And contrary to what many people had told us, we didn't find Edinburgh very hilly. Well, there's one hill. There's this one small hill to get from the new town to the old town. But if you do a 360 walk all around the area below the Edinburgh Castle, it's really not that bad. Coming from Istanbul, or even compared to like a San Francisco, Edinburgh felt like a walk in the park. If need be though, taking the local trams or buses is really easy and a great way to see more of the city in little time. There are a few other areas that I recommend exploring a bit further out from the old and new town, and those are Dean Village, which is only about a 10-minute walk from the new town, and Leith, which is on the coast to the north. And this will most likely require taking public transport unless you're trying to get a serious workout in.
Oh my goodness, the weather changes on you heaps here. I don't like it anymore.
Edinburgh's weather is very interesting. It definitely switched up on us a lot during the time of year we were there, which was spring. There was a lot of switching between cloudy, rainy, and sunny.
And it's raining again.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that they experienced 4 seasons in one day, like some other cities.
Well, it's changed up on us. Gotta get out of this hail, grab some whiskey at Johnny Walker.
But in the same day, we'd have blue skies, rain, and even hail.
It's in my hair. It's on the...
We're pretzels and we have big ass pieces of salt. Woo! My buns are getting wet. This looks wonderful.
You look like a Russian babushka.
Locals will tell you this is common, also that their winters are pretty long. So I guess my only tip during any time besides the peak summer months is to dress in versatile clothing for all kinds of weather.
No, I feel like I look like I'm going to the Middle East or something. I don't know, I'm gonna sell bread, you know?
I'm going on during this time. I feel there's no one to say.
Haggis, nips, and tatted.
First off, let me just say that I was blown away by their food scene. They've got food from all around the world, and besides the sheer magnitude of pubs available, they also have great cocktail bars and speakeasies as well.
We're at a haggis and whiskey house because, you know, we in Edinburgh. And we're doing a triple whiskey too probably, but we're doing a triple haggis tonight, starting off with the haggis nachos. Haggis on haggis.
When it comes to lifestyle costs, Edinburgh ranks a bit more affordable than a London or Paris, but at the end of the day, it all depends on where you choose to eat out. Most activities in Edinburgh are not expensive. In fact, most of their museums are free.
It's free!
Which is a big plus, and we found all their tours and entry tickets to sites reasonably priced. We visited the castle.
It's the most besieged castle in all the United Kingdom.
We did a vault tour.
They like to bite or scratch.
Really curious though to see if it does feel spooky inside.
It means rumbling ghost.
A Highland tour.
We're right and dirty.
We are doing a whiskey tour.
And of course, you can't forget the whiskey tours.
The ambrish color women associate with whiskey. First, you're probably just smelling alcohol.
So there was a lot to choose from. Where you could break the bank is on eating out and drinks, especially if you're splurging on some whiskey that's older than you. Shout out to my homeboy Mickey for the generous gift.
36-year-old Tomaten. This will be a memory I won't forget.
And be sure to watch our next video where we go a lot more in detail about all the best things to do in Edinburgh. See ya then.
How big's your cannon?